So we're here in Japan for 3 months. Well, 2 more technically. We've been here for about a month now, and it's been... great! Now, I know I haven't talked much about it, but I want to start sharing more of our nomadic journey as well as our upcoming camera gear videos on the channel. If you didn't know, last year we made an announcement that we left LA to travel around the world to live in different cities every month or so. And I do plan on making a separate update video on that very soon. We technically already hit our 1 year, but we didn't make that announcement until like December 31st, so I'll have to make that video by then. But while we're currently in Japan, my goal is to make another Japan travel film, more focused on the autumn leaves. However, by the time this video is out, the season will obviously have already passed, but we filmed a lot of fun behind the scenes process. We wanted to bring you guys along with us on our journey and struggles. But it'll be fun, and it'll be coming out soon enough, so please look forward to it. But for this video, I just wanted to keep it chill and share what life in Japan has been like for us. So I think Vivian and I figured out we're city people. We just love the convenience of just walking out and have access to good coffee, good food, reliable public transportation, and really just walking. I mean, it's just so nice to be able to take a stroll out in the morning to get some fresh air. And Tokyo's streets, for the most part, is safe and it's incredibly clean. So clean, in fact, that it's hard to find trash cans anywhere. Well, there is a reason for that, but we won't get into it. But generally more safer here than most parts of the world. We don't have to worry about getting pickpocketed or harassed or having to use dirty public toilets. Like seriously, I don't mind sitting in public toilets in Japan. I shit you not. If it isn't a very touristy spot, the toilet seats are clean as fuck. And having a bidet to wash your butt is just... oh. Trust me, it's a very good feeling. And they play music too, so people outside won't hear you doing your business.
Oh shit! Look at he's running.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Japan trains are notoriously punctual, perfect for someone like me who always run late because I can count on the next train to arrive just minutes later. So Vivi and I grew up in a suburb and we have to rely on a car just to get around everywhere. If you want good food, you'd have to drive out. If you need to go to the gym, you have to drive out. If you want to see your friends but they live in West Hollywood but you live by Glendale, you're gonna have to abandon your friendship and be lonely for the rest of your life. Yes, it's a personal experience. Even though the distance is short, with traffic and everything, it might as well be a long distance relationship. But the train here, oh my god, not only is it so clean, but the Wi-Fi works great. You can just plop down, browse your phone for a bit and listen to a podcast or even take a nap and boom, you're at your destination. Now for us, we put our transit card, the Suica, onto our phone so we can just tap in, tap out easily. And if we need to refill, we can just do it all through the app directly. No little bits and pieces of tickets that we have to buy every trip. I'm looking at you, France. Oh my god, I love the vending machines here because you can get canned hot coffee and it actually tastes pretty decent. Let's not talk about my One Piece can collection here. I drank a lot of coffee the first couple of weeks just so we can amass this collection right here. And you can't blame me because each can have a very unique design on them. But if you're looking for the real stuff, coffee culture here is huge. As with any hobbies and crafts, the Japanese people here take it very seriously, and you can actually get some really good brews out here. And if you're a fan of oat milk lattes, more and more coffee shops are now having oat milk as alternative options. So for lunch on most days, I generally just eat beef rice bowls at a Matsuya or Yoshinoya. Don't worry, we are also eating some of the good stuff too. Good ramen, good yakiniku, and udon as well. And Vivian, obviously enjoying her sushi here. But there's not a whole lot of food that I miss from home. I mean, the burgers, pizza, and pasta are quite good here as well. You can also find good Thai, Vietnamese, and Chinese food. The only thing that I would say we would miss every time we come to Japan is Mexican food. Tacos, burritos, carne asada fries. We have a friend here that claims he found a good Mexican spot in Japan, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, the McDonald's here is so much better. I often comment how fresh their lettuce tastes for some reason. But if you're a big ketchup consumer like me though, you will have to ration it because they always give you just a teeny little bit of ketchup for your large order of fries. So as digital nomads and frequent video creators, we have to rely on fast internets, especially now since I have editors. I Dropbox them my footage and the internet here is just blazing fast for whatever reason. Even at a random cafe, I'm getting 500 megabits per second upload, whereas back in my home base, I would only get like max 1. I literally just transfer 400 gigabytes of file in less than an hour. That is freaking insane. But cafes to work in with plugs are kind of rare. There are some my friends recommended. I'll have to go check them out soon, but I really need a spot with comfortable chair with really good back support. Our Airbnbs hardly ever have the greatest chair, and when you have to sit in front of your computer for more than 8 hours a day, combined with carrying a buttload of gear on shoot days, even now my lower back is just screaming. Seasons, being in California, we only have 2 seasons, hot spring and hot summer. While in Japan, yeah, I heard the summer here is actually quite brutal, but there's snow in the winter, cherry blossom in the spring, and of course the red leaves in the fall, which is why we're here. But taking day trips outside of the city is quite easy by train. There was one day where we literally had to do a quick trip to Kyoto because the leaves were already peaking. We were able to book last minute bullet train tickets and got there in about 2-ish hours. Got a lot of amazing shots, spent the night there, and rode back to Tokyo the next day. So let's talk SIM cards. We do have a Japanese SIM with a Japanese number on one of our Xperia phones, but we also got an eSIM for our iPhones because, haha, iPhone 14, no more physical SIM trays. So for eSIM, we're using the app called Ubigi. You can actually select the amount of data you want, pay for that amount, and you're good to go for 30 days, so long as you don't burn out all your data. There is no calling though, but who makes phone calls nowadays, am I right? So haircut have always been the trickiest thing whenever we travel abroad. I have my go-to guy in LA that I would always go to whenever we make a pit stop at home, but since we are here in Japan for 3 months, that is not gonna be possible. But I get my cut from a guy named Naoki. I actually discovered him back in 2019, and he just opened up his own barbershop called Dan B. Rise last year. I think he also won awards in fading competitions too, but I trust this guy with my life. Well, just my hair. It is a bit steep though. It's about 5,500 yen, so I think it comes out to be around $45. But it does come with wash, shave, and a massage. Seriously, Japanese haircut is quite the experience. I've never gotten a massage while getting a haircut back in the States, I'll tell you that. And he has pomade, which I use, and it's quite rare to find pomade in Japan. You won't find it here in any of the drugstores. Moving on, language barrier. Now for us personally, language barrier hasn't been ever too much of an issue for us. I do think because of the pandemic and the lack of foreign tourists that English-speaking staff aren't as present at shops and at restaurants, which is kind of a good thing for Vivian because she took classes over the pandemic and she's getting really good at understanding day-to-day exchanges. It's been really challenging her, and she's now able to converse basic things like ordering food and requesting taxi drivers to take local instead of highway, and of course, shopping. But I, on the other hand, Nihongo no jouzu desu. No, I'm kidding. I took Japanese in college, but that was like more than a decade ago, and I've forgotten a lot of it. I can still read Hira and Katakana, so I can make out certain things on signs and menus, but that's the extent of my Japanese. Friends. Surprisingly, we have quite a few living here. Some we've already met and some we are about to. We've been on a handful of photo walks already, and it's been great. And because border restrictions are easing, we have friends from the States and different parts of the world that are either here or arriving very soon, and it's just been really fun hanging out with everyone here. So I don't think it's a surprise that me and Vivian, we want to live in Japan for a more longer period of time. We're thinking maybe 3 to 5 years, and we have heard how hard it is to get a long-term visa here. So we are poking around to see what our options are. And if you want to hear more of these updates, let me know in the comments down below. With that said, I don't think we're quite ready to give up the whole nomadic thing around the world quite yet. I think we want to do it for at least 1 more year. And then after that, maybe we can stay in Japan longer, figure out a way to stay in Japan longer. But yeah, those are the plans that we are setting up for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys want to support the channel, just simply stick around and listen to what my sponsor Squarespace has to say. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform to create beautiful websites. No coding knowledge whatsoever. Perfect for people like me because I just want to make YouTube videos for you guys and not have to worry about coding my entire website. Simply just select one of their templates to get started. Every aspect is easily customizable with their drag and drop feature. Whether you're in need of a portfolio, an e-commerce store, or even a simple blog, design it with Squarespace. Use my link down below to test it out, and when you're ready to launch your first website or domain, use my code JasonVong to save 10% off. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!